Hi everyone, welcome to GeoRick's Travels.
Well, we're in central Paris at the moment. We're just walking through a lovely park. It's 9:15 in the morning, and there are people about starting to wake up and get about their business. We're off to two really neat art museums today. The first one we're going to, which is just near here, is quite small, and not a lot of people, not a lot of tourists go to it because there are no other big tourist locations nearby. So it gets a little bit overlooked. And the other one is huge.
Very busy.
Yeah, it's a seriously famous museum, one of the great museums of the world. So come and have a look with us. People over here doing their morning exercises on the exercise equipment. Cashley's just signalled that we're close to a geocache. We're going to pick up a couple near the first museum. So it's a lovely morning. Should be fun trying to find a couple.
Okay, we're about 10 metres away from the cache. Right. It's about 19 degrees. It's quite hot already, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Right, the hint is crosshairs. Where would you look for it? There it is, a little magnetic nano. Well, nice, easy find. Good hint. A nice little hide. There we are, all signed.
We've got that one, so we're off to the next one. Ooh, it's 562 metres, so half a k's walk. Okay. That's all right.
Off we go. Lots of security cameras along here. How far away is the geocache, Lynn?
About 50 metres, not too far.
Let's hope it's a nice easy one like last time.
Okay, I found the hint, translated it, and it's Passy Gate. It's Port de Passy Gate, P-A-S-S-Y is the hint. There must be a gate somewhere. How far? 6 metres.
We're thinking it's probably in the crosshairs like the last one, if we look at the map. But yeah, very busy road. We're not quite sure how to do this stealthily. Okay, I'm going down to have a look just to see if it's here. Nope, it's not here. Lynn's just taking a photo of the sign, the street sign, which is what the hint says. So we're not quite sure. On the map it's clearly just down here, and we were hoping it was just a magnetic nano, but it doesn't seem to be there. So we're going to go across and just check out the sign in case it's stuck up on that, but that would be quite wrong for the map, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. Yeah.
We can't see any other place around here where you could hide one. So we're not sure what's going on. Anyway, let's go across and see. There's nowhere up there to hide one that we can see. Okay, it's going to have to be a did not find for this one. That's a shame. We thought we had it really sussed.
Yeah, we did. We looked and we looked.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a little time before the museum opens. So we're heading off to find another cache. Hopefully we'll get 2 out of 3. Okay, it seems to be taking us down by the river.
This looks interesting. The cache description says it's the Emperor's kiosk, the Emperor being Napoleon III. It was placed here at the end of an island in 1852.
Cool waterfall and a heron. So that should be interesting to see a bit closer. Looking at the geocaching map, it looks to be two lakes with the waterfall bringing water down between the other one to this one. So yeah, what a cool place this cache has brought us to. You'd hardly think we were in the middle of Paris. And the cache is along here somewhere. Okay, the cache owner said happy fishing, so we figured it must be on this side of the trail. Probably down here. Can you see the cache? Let me just reach in and grab it. That looks like a geocache to me. There we are, all signed. Okay, it's nearly time for the museum to open, so we're heading back past this lovely waterfall, and I noticed a couple of little coots in the lake there. Always keen to see little coots.
And off he goes.
Okay, back up to civilization and the city, with lots of joggers going past.
We're heading to the Musée Marmottan Monet. It has the world's biggest collection of works by Monet. Along with the Monet paintings, there is a sports exhibition to join in with the excitement of the Olympic Games. It also has over 300 Monets. It's well worth a visit. We're putting our backpacks away in their free lockers. Now on inside to find the Monets. These furnished rooms with their paintings is something of a nice surprise. Study 4, Paris Street in the Rain. This is the final painting. It's in the Art Institute of Chicago. Summer in St. Martin. So many wonderful paintings to see. Duchess of Falter and her children. Let's head upstairs. Maybe the Monets are up here. The garden in Vougival. By the lake. Hollyhocks. Hay in Vougival.
There is also a wonderful Rodin bronze sculpture, brother and sister, and to see the art of the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. Beautiful stained glass, the Assumption of the Virgin in the arms of Christ. It's a central image of a major winged altarpiece from the early 14th century, illuminated manuscripts. Time to head down to find the Monets. We're getting distracted again, as here is the sports exhibition. Rowing, it's the reason we're here in Paris at the Olympics. The annual match between Marne Nautical Society and the Rowing Club, painted in 1883. Cicely painted this picture at the Molesey Regatta on the Thames near Hampton Court. Cross-country skiing in this one. A cubist view of rugby at the time when it was becoming more popular in France. Cycling and tennis. The tennis courts in the Luxembourg Gardens, Paris, used by women and men players from the city's smarter quarters. Finally, we've realised there is a special exhibition space for the Monet collection in a lower level of the museum. It's a wonderful space to display his paintings. One of the most notable pieces in the museum is Monet's Impression Sunrise, the painting from which the Impressionist movement took its name.
The boat, painted in 1887, and his water lilies. These are some of our favourites from the series. Here is Claude Monet's paint palette.
Okay, on to the next museum. Well, that was an amazing museum. Art museum. The Monets were just absolutely awesome. It was busy, you know, there were plenty of people there, but it wasn't really busy like the big, more famous ones. Police officers. Oh, there's another little treat, Lynn.
Treat for me.
Yeah.
That's lovely, isn't it, looking at the horses?
Okay, back down into the metro.
Great, it's also in English.
Okay, we're out of the train at the station, so just going through and then we'll find where we have to go, to the museum. Okay, now we have to walk to the museum, all of 20 metres. Here we are, the museum is right outside. We've got time tickets and we're just a few minutes early, so we're going to see if we can get a virtual here before we go into the museum. Okay, to claim this we have to stand in front of the statue which represents the continent we came from, so I presume we're looking for Oceania. Should we go and have a look? Is this Oceania? Yeah. Oh, cool.
Oh, there's a kangaroo.
Okay, so that's the Aussies. This looks like it's us. We're close to Aussie. Photo for the log.
Let's have a look at the other continents. South America. This is North America. Africa, Asia, and Europe.
There's a little bit of a queue waiting to go in, but it's moving along reasonably well.
Tickets checked. Let's head on down to walk along the central aisle. Here is a small bronze copy of the Statue of Liberty, titled Liberty Enlightening the World. We're heading along the central aisle with his sculptures and galleries off to the side. There's almost too much to see, so we're choosing the Impressionist painters.
Just made a little detour just to look down at the entranceway. Oh, isn't that amazing? Look at that awesome clock at the far end.
The building was originally the Gare d'Orsay railway station. It was redeveloped into a museum which opened in 1986. The roof is amazing.
We're getting a little distracted by the architecture. You can look out here at the hot air balloon that holds the Olympic flame. You can also see Sacré-Cœur and the River Seine. One last photo, then back to the art. Where to start? There are so many. Let's start with the paintings of Vincent Van Gogh. These are both by Vincent. This one I would not have recognised as his if it wasn't for the label.
Terrace of a cafe on Montmartre.
This is one of my favourites. Such a great thatched cottage.
And one of mine. Mademoiselle Gachet in her garden. Love these crown imperial flowers in this copper vase. It's titled Two Little Girls. We filmed this church in a previous episode about Van Gogh and Germany. A portrait of Dr. Paul Gachet. Vincent tried to give him a gentle air of melancholy. One of his bedroom paintings. The Meridian Line, also known as the Siesta. A self-portrait. Vincent wrote, "I hope you'll see my features are a lot calmer." Roses and anemones.
Now Claude Monet. Haystacks at the end of summer. Water lilies from his garden in Germany. I wouldn't have recognised this still life as being a Monet. This looks more familiar. Love the reflections in the water here. A woman with a parasol looking right and looking left. This one is titled Poppies, but it's also known as the Promenade. A sad one here, Monet's wife Camille on her deathbed. The beach and the Port de Mon in Normandy. London in the fog. Everyone wants a photo. The Japanese-style garden at his home.
And now Paul Cézanne, the card players. A little bouquet in a Delft vase. Here are the paintings by Renoir. This one's a portrait of Monet by Renoir. Path leading through tall grass. A typical Sunday afternoon in Montmartre, Paris.
It's one of Impressionism's most celebrated masterpieces. Now the paintings of Gauguin. Paintings from his time in Tahiti and the Marquesas. The meal, also called bananas. The white horse. We found some interesting sculptures by Edgar Degas. When his studio was inventoried after his death in 1917, more than 150 sculptures, mostly in wax, were discovered. These wonderful horses were later cast in bronze. Now we are walking past the restaurant to go onto the roof. Here you can look out over the River Seine to the city of Paris beyond. We can see the Olympic flame and its hot air balloon. There is a ring at the base of the balloon that houses LED lights, which illuminate a cloud of water vapour produced by high-pressure misting nozzles to give the flickering and smoke effect of real flames. It's a flame made of water and light. You can see it reflected on the balloon. Well, this brings us to the end. We hope you enjoyed those paintings as much as we did. We had a couple of good favourites. I wonder if you had some too. Anyway, thanks for watching.
And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up so more people can watch. And don't forget to go geocaching.